We have been in this building for 5 years, going on 6 years. We just did a big expansion last year. We went ahead and there was a nail salon next door, and then on the other side was Famous Footwear. We went ahead and we decided to rent the rest of that out just because we're growing. We are doing a lot more hiring events and job fairs and stuff like that. It seemed better to go ahead and buy that as opposed to keep renting spaces and renting tables and everything like that to host events like this. So I do have, I'm probably going to, can we turn off this front light so you guys can probably see a little bit better? Put together a little presentation about what we do here at Ohio Means Jobs for you, so that way you guys can kind of see. Obviously this is Butler County. So we consider ourselves a business and employment resource center. So we serve both job seekers and employers. So this just kind of gives you a brief overview of the things that we can provide for job seekers. So if you're working with families or anybody you know that is a job seeker, we are constantly receiving job postings that we post on OhioMeansJobs.com and on our website as well. We have a resource room, which is right across here. It is free. You can come in, you can use the computers. We have fax machines, scanners, the copier, anything that you need is right next door. People can come in and use it. We're here from 8 until 4, Monday through Friday. We offer a wide variety of workshops. We'll get into that in a few minutes. We hold hiring events and job fairs here on a regular basis. Yesterday, I think there were 7 different companies here throughout the day that just come in for either a 2 or 3 hour time frame where people can come in and just kind of talk to them and find out what positions they have available. Job fairs, we try and hold a big job fair on a quarterly basis. We partner with Claremont and Warren County to do those. So in mid-November, we're having a big job fair up at Great Wolf Lodge, where right now we have 77 companies registered to come and attend. So there should be flyers out in the lobby about that event. If you're interested or want to take it with you, please feel free to kind of get the word out if you know people who are looking. We do have funding for training. Actually, right now, we've used up all of our funding. So we're waiting for the new cycle to start, which started October 1st. As you guys probably know, the federal government hasn't released their budget, so we haven't received our exact amount of funding that we're going to receive. So we're on hold of sending people back to school. But as a Butler County resident, if you meet the eligibility requirements, you can receive up to $6,500 to go back to school to obtain a license or a certification. It has to be a 2-year program or less to get that done. And then we have partner agencies. We have a lot of partner agencies inside this building as well, and they're all listed on here, so we'll get to that. And then we do networking. So we have networking groups that people can come to and join and just kind of talk about what their struggles are or how they're trying to get a job or move on to a different kind of job. So that's on the job seeker side. I'll quickly just do the employer side, just because you guys probably aren't too much into that. And that's my main focus here. I am the business service manager, so I work a lot on the employer side. So I help them find candidates. I'll post their jobs for them. I can screen candidates for them. We do a lot of screening for Ford. So if you want to apply with Ford, you actually apply through me. I look at your resume, I look at your application, and I make sure that you meet those requirements before I send it to Ford. They have 60 positions available. We could get 600 applications. So we are just that middle person to assist them so they're not reading all those 600 applications. We'll send them 100 people who qualify. I take care of their room reservations. I do hiring incentives. We have the on-the-job training program where a potential candidate can get up to $8,000 for that company during their training period. I can provide labor market information. If people can't figure out why they're not getting anybody to come work for them and they're paying $11 an hour, but all the other manufacturers in the area are paying $13 or $14, I can pull up a summary and provide that to them so that way they can take it back to their head people and try and get their wages increased. Again, outsourcing and outplacement, we can do assistance with them. We do a lot of testing here for Georgia Pacific, Toyota, StarTech. Who else? We do testing for a couple other different companies where they come in and people just take the test to see if they can qualify to go work for those companies. And I did fail to mention, all of our services are free. So everything that we do and assist people with are free. There's no charge. Okay, so the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, we talked about the on-the-job training, so we can reimburse the employer up to $8,000 or 6 months, whatever comes first. And then we also do classroom training. That's the skills upgrade, enhance their marketability. So if they are a welder and say they might only have a MIG certification and they need a TIG certification, we can send them to school to get that certification so they can go get that job that they need. It makes them more marketable because they've got 2 certifications. Again, they do have to meet the eligibility requirement.
Is that an income requirement?
It is an income requirement, so it's 200% of the poverty level, or they can be receiving cash assistance or food stamps. They could have been a foster child at any point in their life. They could be receiving unemployment or had been receiving unemployment in the past year. So I always tell my employers, let me talk to them. You don't know what somebody's background has been, and as an HR person, they typically can't ask those types of questions. And I can probably try and help them get to be eligible somehow. So we ask those types of questions for them. Workshops, these are all the workshops that we currently offer right now. We do resume building, interview prep, we do a basic computer class, keyboarding, LinkedIn, Word, Excel, on the Microsoft side, and then we do an OMJ.com workshop as well for people who just need to know how to use OhioNewsJobs.com. We are in the process of trying to get a couple other classes in here, financial literacy class and some job readiness classes as well. So kind of watch our website as we're going to start to add a few of those things to our array of workshops. So OhioMeansJobs.com, if you haven't visited OhioMeansJobs.com, I encourage you to go there and look. There are so many tools and valuable assets that I think that you yourself will be able to use, as well as the families that you guys serve. It's super easy. You don't have to create an account just to go on there and kind of look around, but you can create an account, you can upload your resume, you can search for jobs. There's a bunch of different things in there. I use it because I can go on the employer side and I can mine resumes for employers. So I have an employer calls up and says, I need a welder. I can go in the key search and just type welder, and anybody who has welding in their resume will pop up. So it is powered by Monster.com. The state of Ohio has an agreement with Monster.com to power the OhioMeansJobs.com website. So we did talk a few minutes ago about partners. So all of these partners are in our building. So it's just not county staff who works here. We do have a lot of different partners which are mandated by the state of Ohio for the contract that we hold with them. So OOD is here, so Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities. Butler Tech is here. Butler Tech teaches some of our classes, as well as they provide assistance to people who are looking to go back to school. Aspire, which was ABLE, they changed their name, so anybody who's looking to go back to school to get their GED. We have GED classes here, Monday through Friday in the morning, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the evening. So again, it's free. Hamilton City Schools is who our contract's with to provide those services. We also have a Leo Youth provider. So they work with kids between the ages of 14 and 24. They can be in-school youth and out-of-school youth. They have funding for both of those categories of people. They're on site here as well. Mature Services, so on the opposite side, we work with people 55 and older. So if you're 55 and older and you're looking for a job and you just can't figure out why you can't get a job, you can partner with our Mature Services, and they can help you. They can get you some training if you just need computer classes. They have funding to send people to school for computer classes. They work with them on their resumes and stuff like that as well. And then ESOL, English Speaking of Other Languages. So we do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights. That's done by Middletown City School District. They're here from 5 to 9. And again, it's free. If people are looking to speak another language or need to learn English, they can come in here and do that. We do partner with a lot of Gardens Alive, who's kind of diagonal from here. They send a lot of people over here to help them learn English. So we do partner with a lot of our companies that are trying to encourage their employees to learn English. We have the veterans rep. So if you have a veteran that comes in that has a barrier to employment, and the barrier to employment could be a mental, a physical, an emotional disability. It can also be they're just struggling financially or something like that. They do have to be screened, and they can receive additional assistance through our veterans rep. We do have the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services on site. They assist people who are receiving unemployment. So if you're in Butler County and you're receiving unemployment and your name gets picked, you would come here and you would meet with one of the state representatives. They would make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, applying for your 2 jobs a week, and you've got an active resume and all of that stuff to make sure you can continue to get your benefits. They also help you find a job. So I work with them because they have a lot of people who come in, of good quality candidates, so we can try and get them back into the workforce rather quickly. We've got the Butler County Job and Family Services on staff here as well. So they can provide people with Medicaid, cash assistance, or food stamps. We take all those applications here, as well as we have them on the wall, so if people need help filling them out, there's staff here that can help them. We do partner with SELF. So they come in, they'll provide a couple different classes for us. Building, I can't even think of it. They do the construction class, where they'll come in and they get people to go back to school to get that construction certificate and different things like that. So they're on site here occasionally, as well as we refer some of our clients to them that need some help with that. And then we partner with all the local Chamber of Commerce in the area, as well as the economic development departments in Butler County. And then I did put the contacts for Butler, Claremont, Warren, and Hamilton County, if anybody is interested in those areas. Butler, Claremont, and Warren are an area, so we work very closely together. Hamilton is their own area by themselves, just because they're a big metropolitan county, so they don't need another county to partner with them. And I think that's the end of what I know that was fast. So, does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, ma'am.
The phone number that was listed up there for Butler County is different than what's in the book.
Is it 5600?
This is 5345.
That's my direct line.
Oh, that's your direct line. Okay.
Now take that up. No, I'm just joking.
What was your name again?
Yeah, what's in the book, that's my direct line.
Okay.
We can update that.
And that's fine. I mean, if I'm not at my desk, my phone is always forwarded to another business service rep. So they will be able to get you where you need to go. So it's fine. You can call me. I can help you. This 785-6500 is to the front desk. Okay? If you need JFS, it's 785-5600. So if you need to get client help or something like that, you can do that as well. I do send out a weekly email, and I promise I only send one weekly email, and it's typically on Monday mornings as soon as I get the job order report from the state. It will list all the jobs that were posted in Hamilton, Butler, Claremont, and Warren County, as well as all of the events that we have taken place here. I kind of pick and choose what some of the other counties are doing, if I think it's of interest to the people that I send it to. If you would like to be on my email list, if you just, because I'm going to ask Lauren for a copy of the sign-in sheet, just put a star by your name. I'll add you to my distribution list, and I promise I really do only send out one email a week. People say that, and then I end up getting like 20 from them in a week. But I feel like I'll put everything in one email. That way you can just go back to one email if you're looking for that specific thing. You don't have to go through 20 different emails to find something from me. Does anybody else have any? Yes, ma'am.
What are you seeing as the high demand jobs right now? What are you having trouble filling?
Construction is a big thing. More so in this area, we have call centers. We've got Barclay that is down where on Nealon Boulevard on Knightsbridge, and then StarTech. So call center for our area, they're always in here trying to recruit, seems to be really, really high. The in-demand jobs for the area though are IT, anything in healthcare, construction, retail. Liberty Center has really driven up the whole retail aspect of being an in-demand job. There's 7 of them, like 45.
When you say,
Advanced manufacturing, sorry, go ahead.
when you say construction, is that skilled construction or unskilled?
Both right now. Yep. Construction people are taking anybody and training them. I have companies who are paying people to come in and start, and if you can make it with them, 90 days, they're gonna send you to get your CDL so you can drive that dump truck for them. It's just so a wide variety of different, I mean, construction can go anywhere from carpentry to drywalling. It's those skilled trades that are just really hurting right now. Plumbers, electricians, you know, those types of things. And those are all things that we can fund if we can find the candidates to be eligible and it's what they want to do. So it's hard to try and talk a 18 or 19-year-old person into going to be a plumber. So.
Another question, do they have to be documented?
Documented.
Like, US citizens?
Yes, they have to be eligible to work in the United States. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anybody else have any questions for me? Yes.
Do you have a handout with all of that information on it?
I have it in bits and pieces, so like I have all of our partner information that will tell you what partners are on site and what they do. So I can get that I can make copies and put it out here for you guys as well. I've got all of the contact information for all the counties. And then I probably do have all of this in bits and pieces somewhere put together, so I will try and put all that together for you guys.
Are there any incentives for females to join some of the fields or scopes that are predominantly male-oriented?
So
Aside on wellness-related?
we have, I don't want to say like we as in JFS have a priority of service, but there are schools and companies that always encourage women and minorities and veterans that they'll always get that first look if they have the skill trade that they need. So we can't discriminate against a male versus a female, but I do know a lot of employers, I'll have employers who specifically call me and say, you know, can you see if you can find me a woman welder or a minority welder or a veteran welder or a carpenter, something like that. So for us, no, but I will say the employers do tend to look that way sometimes. Does that help? Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
Can a person with a disability contact you guys directly instead of going through Butler County Board of ED? For assistance?
We're probably gonna make the referral either to OOD or to Butler County BD. Just because we don't have the staff on site that can provide the services to them. Then if they wanted to obtain that skill or trade or some kind of a certification, then they would in turn refer them back to us. But in order to go through, we would make that referral to either one of those two